the award shows in Hollywood, we're going out to the Oscars at the weekend, and all the award shows have gone plant-based on their menus. And they're all making
to save the planet.
And they're all making a big deal about this stunning contribution. Also, we were told we had to congratulate the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge because they wore the same outfit again the other night for an event. And as if somehow wearing a tuxedo more than once is a huge sacrifice to saving the planet. So my problem with that is we know how these stars get to BAFTA. We know how they get to the Oscars. They fly on private jets. They have stretch limousines pick them up. They have helicopters. In other words, their own lifestyle choices bear no relation to any of the supposed virtue that they want to signal by eating a bit of kale over dinner.
Yeah. Well, it is a difficult situation, isn't it? I mean, I do think you've got to try and promote. If you've got a public platform, you should bring up the issues that you're interested in. And obviously climate change is a huge problem, isn't it? It's a panic station problem, really. But then if you are a celebrity and you do have to get from A to B really quickly and you have to fly, etc., it's very difficult not to do it. So
but you don't have to use a private jet.
You don't have to use a private jet.
It's actually far better for your carbon footprint to be on a passenger plane, as I will be today, going to LA.
Well,
right? I've flown private before.
In first class.
I've flown private before and it's very nice, but first class is fine.
Yes.
You can survive in first class, you know. And this was the problem that, of course, Meghan and Harry got into when they were preaching about the environment, and specifically about everyone's carbon footprint.
But the thing is, none of us...
And then they're borrowing Elton John's private planes all the time.
Yeah, but they were being thoughtless, weren't they? I mean, that was a stupid thing to do if they'd really thought through what
But it's the
they were saying.
hypocrisy is my point. I mean, should stars be preaching if they're actually being hypocritical?
Well, yes, because they're still bringing a point up.
Yes,
they're still delivering something to the people, to everybody who's aware. Most people are sort of aware, but even if it is hypocritical, I think you've got to forgive them as long as they don't go over the top and take private jets.
We were talking to Bernie Sanders' brother a little bit earlier, weren't we? Larry Sanders, who's from the Green Party, who says you cannot keep targeting individuals for action because there's going to be a hypocrisy in all of our lives. It's about bringing the influence, saying what the problem is, and then hoping that governments or galvanising governments to take action. But Tamer, your problem with it is that it just makes them boring.
I am not against any celebrity, A-lister, whatever position they are, voicing what they believe in and celebrating or campaigning for what they want to campaign. But there's a time and a place for everything. For me, the Oscars, the award ceremonies, isn't that place. Growing up as a kid, my idols from De Niro to you know, Pesci, you'd sit in the barbers and you'd open a magazine and you want to read about them, you'd be excited about them, and they go on stage and they do these great speeches. I want to see them walk up with a cigar, a whiskey. Matthew McConaughey did an amazing speech. I mean, when Stallone was doing Rocky and Ali turned up behind him, it's entertainment for us. Social media is there to use those platforms, campaign what you can there. But get up there. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix the other day.
I thought he was great.
He called out systemic
he was delivering.
racism.
Yeah, but it was like, he's doing all of this stuff. It was like you got. But who understood it?
As Ricky Gervais made a good point about it. He went, I noticed that none of them actually boycotted the event once they knew that the BAFTA nominees, all 20 and that sort of thing, had all gone to white actors. None of them none of them made a protest that involved not getting their
award ceremony. There's going to be a dispute about something, whether it's equality, whether it's sisters first, whether it's this. Who understood what he was saying? He was actually the Joker. He got an award for this iconic character that he played, and he was sounded like him on that stage.
You see, I agree with you because I used to love the Oscars.
Get up there and have a laugh.
When the Oscars is at its best, it's a celebration of the world of acting with great actors, and I love movies. I go all the time to movies.
I know what it takes to win an Oscar, as you do. That you have to work hard. You have to get there. You've earned it. Go and celebrate it. Give me an Oscar or a BAFTA and see what happens.
Right.
What would you do on stage for your acceptance?
What would your speech be?
You want it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What I'd open with?
Yeah.
Oh, you really don't want to hear it.
I do.
Surprise. I'm here. Do you know what I mean? It'd be one of them ones. I'd celebrate. People. I mean, first of all, you go up. You want to thank everyone. I'd thank myself straight away. You know what? Who am I going to thank me? Thank you very much to me, because it took me forever to get against all the odds. And people talk about, you know, black and white and this and that. What am I going to do if I'm the first Turkish descent actor to get an Oscar
Would
or
that
a
make
big
you
one.
proud?
100% it
Yes.
made me proud because I'm celebrating my heritage.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be the be and end of it. It would be like, I'm here.
You'd be
I've
more.
worked to
Well, I
be
think
here.
really
I've
what
been celebrating
you're
that.
really saying
I've achieved it in what
so
I love and do.
really what he's saying, I think, is, and I don't want to speak for you, but is that actually, when you win an Oscar, it should be the pinnacle of your acting career, and you should be able to celebrate
the back of my
brilliance
head.
your acting. You shouldn't turn it necessarily into a preacher-thon about all the political issues you care about.
Well, if
or
you
to
call
whack-
it a
Maybe not-
preacher
Well, I've got to tell you,
obviously
It's just
not.
Listen,
using
all
your
of us,
platform
all
to
of
try
us.
and extend something, isn't it? It's using your platform to try and bring people
I agree.
awareness.
100%
because
agree.
it's such a terrible state. We're
But
not
I
terrible. It's not like it used to be the world.
But I think there's a time and a place for it. That's my point. Listen, in the back of my head, in the back of most of their heads, unless you're there and you're getting that big payday, half of them are thinking, the early ones are like, my money's
There's also
going,
this idea that somehow
my work's
somehow
gonna get better, my life's going to be easier.
I don't like this narrative also that we've never had it so bad, and therefore they all have to
Oh, it is
speak out.
pretty bad, isn't it? Yeah.
Actually, we've never had it so good.
On climate change,
Yeah.
we've never had
In
it
terms,
so
there are
bad.
no world wars raging.
times
I know, but
You know, on almost every
But it's not
barometer,
all for the
you would
climate,
test
isn't
the
it?
existence of this planet right now. We're in a pretty good place. Right, the environment is a serious issue, yes, but we don't have to hear it all the time from every award show. There are other
Unless-
platforms.
That's
to
what
do
I'm
it.
saying. There's
hearing
a time and
it.
a place for it. I mean, you guys, what do you want to do? Do you want to hear that, or do you want someone like
No,
me or
I don't-
Matthew
Well,
McConaughey to walk out?
I
there?
don't want to hear it.
You don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Do you
want
know
to have
what?
a bit of fun
If
with
you're
it.
an actor for whom this is an absolutely passionate emergency issue, and
it.
you have an audience,
Yeah, but I don't think they
big,
do
They've
think
got
like
10,
that.
20 million
then-
followers on.
but
They're
I-
actors
but
with
then
public-
why not use that
They are
opportunity
actors with
to send your
publicists
message?
who want them to have.
Why
that
don't you
issue,
do what Marlon
because
Brando
I think it makes
did?
them look.
You want to
good.
be rock and roll? Do what Marlon Brando did. He had an issue with the Native Indians. Keep your Oscar, and he sent that Native Indian woman up to say what she had to say.
And Ricky,
now
and
was
Ricky,
rock and roll.
Ricky
You've got to
Gervais's
do it that
point,
way.
though, Ricky Gervais made the point that he noticed that even though BAFTA had this clear diversity issue, where they banged on about diversity for years, and then all 20 acting nominations
white.
are for white actors,
Still
right?
white, yeah.
And Ricky Gervais said it's fine, you know, to protest and say what you want to say, but he noticed that none of them avoided the show. They all still turned up, flew in from LA to pick up their awards. How much more powerful might it have been if, you know, Joaquin Phoenix had stayed at home and said, I'm sorry, until you do what I think is right, I'm not going to accept an award.
Or go to on film sets, make sure it's all sustainable, make sure everything's really like
Well, they
to do
probably
it in
are trying to
action.
do it.
But
Make
Yeah.
words
there's
achieve
certain
something.
ways of
Words
doing
achieve.
it. If I am a big campaigner and advocate of mental health, I will say what I've got to say, and at the end of it, just say, you know, hold it up and go, this is for all the mental health people, or this is for the people that are doing right for their certain charity or their certain belief.
You would say that at the end of your speech. So you would still say it, yeah.
But if you're going to do it at the end. I'm not saying don't do it, but there's a time and a place for it. Say what you got to say. Have your bit.
I think
of fun.
the problem is, I mean, when you watch Kim Kardashian preaching about the environment, do me a favour.
Yeah,
I mean,
me a
every
favour.
single part of her life is spent in untold luxury on private jets.
Yeah, but she's
and whatever.
offsetting that by having a
not-
plant-based
How many
diet.
big
not, though.
celebrities?
She's
But
not.
don't
How many
forget, she
big
did go to
celebrities
see Trump
chose?
to get that woman released from prison.
She
So
does
she has actually
extraordinary
done
things.
some
She has
something.
things.
She got
That woman who was in
But
jail
how many
for 22
celebrities post
years.
about what's going on in Australia, what's doing this, and post up gifting pages? None of them none of them have not even put a fiver in.
Right.
Did you put your fiver in? Did you put your money in?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. So preach it is one
Yeah.
thing, but when you're up there on them shows,
But a lot of them
be
do.
rock
A
and
lot
roll
of them
for us.
do.
A lot of them do good.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
about them not doing
But
good.
a lot of them don't.
Russell
It's really,
did, Kylie
it's really
did.
about
Well,
do we,
but
do we want the Oscars to basically become, as Ricky Gervais says, who are you lot really, as he said at the Globes, to be preaching anybody about anything.
But you know what, I
and he
think
was
it-
right, because the hypocrisy runs deep in Hollywood generally. And I love actors, I love interviewing them, I love movies. I just wish more of them, when they had their big moment, actually talked up their own industry.
Yeah, but I do think you know who I thought was really great in the Oscars? That young boy, that Michael Ward, that won the best upcoming actor.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just
At the BAFTAs,
so at the BAFTAs. Sorry, and he was just so great because he just stood there and said, you know, the reason that I'm here, I want people to take hope from it. You realise there's all these opportunities out there, which is true. A lot of kids from his background don't know that, don't know they can do things, don't know they can.
You want to be an
He's a
inspiring
role
role
model.
model.
But that's
Great.
inspiring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It is inspiring.
Yeah.
But he
Matthew
did say
McConaughey, his speech, inspiring.
It should all be inspiring.
Yeah,
It should all want to
inspiring.
be we used to put movie stars on a plinth.
Give people belief.
They used to be glamorous people who were slightly detached from the rest of us, and we aspired
That
to
was
be
old-fashioned. That's
that
fairy
big
tale
star.
time, isn't it? It's not like that.
Now you're like, anyone can be a whiny preacher on social media. You can all get on it today.